that ass. Yeah. Yeah. What up? What up? Like it like that. I don't know how. Holla at your boy. Slow motion for me. I don't like it like that. I don't know how to act. Slow motion for me. Slow motion for me. Moving slow motion for me. Got the world in my arm. Yeah. Y'all know nothing about that. Oh man. Yeah. Line. That's the song now. Anyway, guys. Um Today I want to talk about my power summit or revolt summit, whatever you call it. Right? You know what I'm saying? That's the song now. That's the damn Delta anthem now. That's the Delta, aka Stroll anthem now. That's it right there. I know y'all have seen about 50 million viral videos of women doing strolls and black women. You know what I'm saying? My son mama went and got it one. That mother got over 1 million views, man. They done her line. Made up ungrader. Shout out to him anyway. Let me say this, guys. I want to talk about a power. Damn, I don't know why I keep saying power summit. I keep thinking about what Tavis Smiley used to do with the State of the Black Union. And he used to talk about, he used to have a bunch of people on there. But I'm going to tell you one key difference. First of all, first thing I would do if I had a summit, I wouldn't have no damn audience. It would be simulcast, but there would be no audience. You might have a chat. You might have people saying stuff in the chat, but there would be no audience. There would be no live audience. Why? Because black people love to try to grandstand and show off, right? And what brought this video on, I was listening to O'Shea yesterday. Brother that lives in Brazil was saying that he would bring in a Michael Eric Dyson. No, he wouldn't be. And if I did bring him in, I would bring him in by himself. And that would probably be it. I would probably bring in Dr. Claude Anderson. That would be it. That would be the only two. I'm talking about if I had to bring in like 7 or 8 people, it would probably be Dr. Claude Anderson. I probably wouldn't even bring in Michael Eric Dyson. Dr. Claude Anderson would give you everything Michael Eric Dyson gives you, minus all the, $5 words, and then he would give you some real actionable steps. He would actually talk about economics. So that would be encroached in anything I do would have to be centered around economics. I would also, hey, Naima, I would also bring in Evans Charles. Evans Charles, if you've never heard of him, black guy in DC, worth hundreds of millions of dollars. He owns a bunch of hotels. Hardworking Haitian immigrant, the son of a Haitian immigrant, came here, him and his mom, and did his thing. Hey, what's up, y'all? You know what I'm saying?
A single black woman with no kids, and I'm writing in response to the letter, I want to live with all 4 women.
Okay. Anyway, I might check that out later. What's up? I like them strawberry letters. They be interesting to me. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I check them out. Usually I'm in the bathroom brushing my teeth, putting on lotion and stuff before I go to work. So I usually don't catch those letters. But anyway, back to the subject at hand. So first off, I would pick Dr. Claude Anderson. Secondly, like I said, the package, the report. Yeah, I finished that report. Everything's straight. And the packages are straight. Everything's straight. We ready to go. But anyway, this is the thing. Dr. Claude Anderson, Evans Charles, Peter Harris, which is the writer and author of the book Apartment Homes for Dummies, multimillionaire. He does mentoring. I'll bring him in. I would bring in, of course, Robert Smith. I would bring in, hey, what's going on, y'all? Who else? Let's see. I would bring in Byron Allen. Yeah, you notice I'm bringing in, it's a difference in the people I'm bringing in. I wouldn't bring in no political. If I bring in Dr. Claude Anderson, I would also bring in a conservative because it's my shit. Sorry. I would bring in a Candace Owens, but I would deal with, I would probably narrate it because I would kind of keep her ass honest on some of those subjects. But why would I bring in a black conservative? Should have been there. You see, Vala, you trying to set me off this morning. Hell no, especially T.I. Hell no. Anyway, the thing is, why would I bring in a conservative and not a person who thinks like 99% of black people? Because our way has failed us. And I probably wouldn't bring in maybe not Candace Owens, but it would be somebody that's conservative. But from actually, this guy's a YouTuber, but I probably panel. And it would be because I think he's wise enough to shut the hell up when it comes to economics because he's not on that level and neither am I. So, and I think he's wise enough. He won't be up in there trying to overtalk people that done some shit that he ain't never done. And that would probably be Mr. Research or Man of Tomorrow, one of those guys. They'd be on my panel. Why? Because I would have somebody from a black conservative perspective. And even though I think Man of Tomorrow is not technically a black conservative, I'll have someone that comes from a black conservative perspective, but I need somebody to wash away all this liberal ideology and victim ideology that we have. So I need somebody. So I'm talking about producers, people that have won, people that figured it out. Robert F. Smith, Evans Charles, Peter Harris, Don Peebles. I'll bring him in. I bring in Robert Johnson, founder of BET. Notice I'm bringing in winners. I'm bringing in people that knock the shit out the park. I'm not bringing in no damn Killer Mike and no damn, because everything they got have been off the backs of black people in the sense of getting us to sell dope. Not Killer Mike, but T.I., right? I would not bring in no damn Michael Eric Dyson because Michael Eric Dyson is just a white liberal in blackface, right? He just is. And his policies and everything that he would espouse, and if it was a crowd, he would try to show off and get a bunch of pats on the back and get in a studio, get people to applaud and get the studio. He would get people to applause and just, oh my God, that was so intelligent and deep what he's, we'll need that shit. We don't need none of that bullshit right there. We don't. Every time you get black people together, you see remnants of redneck culture. You do. We call it the black pastor syndrome, but really what happens is people will get together and like, you know what I'm saying? Because you saying a bunch of bullshit. Yeah! Like, what the fuck, man? Like, this is the thing, and this is why I wouldn't have a studio, I wouldn't have an audience, because you especially teenagers who are still in college. I would not, no, you're not bringing your ass in there. We need to reach the youth. No, we need real substantive, tangible answers. Things that are actually going to move us forward. Getting the youth involved, I ain't trying to be funny. Don't take this the wrong way. You don't know shit. You young. What the fuck I need to have you in? Every time black folks trying to organize and do something, we want to get teenagers and people that 21, 22, have their ass sitting up there. They don't know shit. They just got out of high school. They gonna try the same failed policies that people have been trying for the last 80, 90 years. The same shit. You know what I'm saying? Big government, socialism, bullshit. Man, you get what I'm saying? I wouldn't have that shit in there. And yes, I think socialism is bullshit. Sorry, I do. Right? I would get titans of industry. Right? I would get people that have gone out here and shown us on numerous occasions that they know how to win. Not losers, guys. And I'm not trying to be funny. You may be worth a few $1 million. You may be a millionaire, this and that. But your ass, you got the $1 million telling niggas, I don't know what you gonna do for your respect, but I'm gonna die for mine. Nah, nigga, you ain't talking to the people. I don't know why the hell T.I. got up there, but see, that's Diddy, who most of these dudes that we had on that panel, that other chick, dang, what that chick name was. The black super Democrat chick, I forget her name. That's always out here protesting with my song. Her. I would have her ass on my panel. I would not have T.I. I would not have Killer Mike. I would not have Tamika Mallory. Thank you. Who else I wouldn't have? I just wouldn't. I would have the black guy. I think he's a Latino guy. Nah, fuck that. I wouldn't have no Latinos on my panel. Everybody gonna be black, damn it. You gonna either be at least, if you're not ADOS, your ass is at least gonna have the melanin, right? That's got to be one of the prerequisites. Primarily, most of my people, and it will be an ADOS discussion. Just because I use the word ADOS, DOAS, I probably would not have. I wouldn't have to Yvette and Tone on my panel. I just wouldn't. I just wouldn't. Why? Black people believe and think like we don't need. And when I'm sitting up there with Robert F. Smith, and I'm sitting up there with all these people, I don't need people that think that they were lucky. I don't need people that think that that was luck. I need people that believe that we need. Why? Because these are the people we need to be looking up to. You see what I'm saying? These people there. I would have people on my panel, none of which would be from a political stand, although I would have Dr. Claude Anderson, because first of all, he's about that life. He's about real business. Secondly, I would probably have Dr. Claude. Maybe I might deal with maybe a one political person, maybe. But it won't be from a white people or racist mindset or standpoint. And I need an honest black conservative up there. I myself could do it. I ain't trying to be funny. Like, I could do it. I know that. But you're like, okay, you the host. Let's say I was hosting it. I wouldn't have myself up there, but I would have a black conservative who's honest. That sub should have been on it. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. I mean, I ain't got no money yet on that level to be on that panel, right? Everybody up there was wealthy, right? So somebody of note. I'm just some little lowly ass YouTuber, right? So the thing is, I'm struggling to get to 8,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? I lose subscribers because I piss people off. But that's honestly, that's what we need. We need somebody that would piss black people off. And then we need somebody up there that's pro-business. And we kind of need somebody that's kind of spit the Willie Lynch chip out. What I mean is, we need black people that have spit the Willie Lynch chip out and not the typical Republicans or racist niggas. We just don't need that. We don't need Michael Eric Dyson. We don't need Tamika Mallory. We don't need, Black Lives Matter hands. No, if you say some shit like that, get your ass off my panel. We all know Black Lives Matter, right? We all know Black Lives Matter, right? We don't need you to be up there. We don't need you, no damn, dare I say, small hat plants. And that is what Michael Eric Dyson is. Very close with, guess who? Bill Maher, right? Who I despise with a passion, right? That's Bill Maher. That's his homeboy. Maher said, on my house, nigga, who did he go get to try to talk it down? Michael Eric Dyson. No. Nope. So Bill Maher, anybody that does that, anybody that we could go get to try to talk down when you done screwed up, probably don't need to be on my panel, because that's a nigga that could be bought with a check. Michael Eric Dyson is one of them niggas. That's why I didn't say that yesterday when O'Shea did his thing. I didn't say nothing because I was going to tie this comment I had typed out. But I knew the brother was going to be able to overtalk me and say what he had to say. So I said, you know what, I'm not even going to say. I just deleted it. I didn't even say it while O'Shea had that guy on there. Michael Eric Dyson ass ain't going to be on my panel. Now, I understand where he's coming from. He's saying, well, these people are into political strategy. He said he would get Umar Johnson. No, I wouldn't have Umar Johnson on my panel. I respect his knowledge in certain subjects. But no, I wouldn't have Umar Johnson on my panel. If you want to talk about black education, guys, I want you guys to Google this. There's a friend of mine who put a school together in months. He's a Christian guy by the name of Anthony Brock, B-R-O-C-K, Anthony Brock. Good brother. He a Kappa. He a good dude, though. He Christian brother, went out. He has a company, a thing. You can type it on YouTube called Valiant Cross Academy, like Prince Valiant Cross Academy, right? I would go get him because he's actually putting black boys in college. He's actually started a school. It ain't took him 5 and 6 years. He ain't out here insulting black people because they ain't sending money. He ain't out here sleeping with all the different women. See, guys, every time you say you're going to put a guy on a panel like an Umar Johnson, it's not just Umar Johnson has made this videos where he set up the 45 minutes cussing somebody out, right? You know what I'm saying? It's not that. It's not that. You know what I'm saying? It's not that Umar Johnson that made this videos to Tariq Nasheed. It's not that he done made diss videos to damn near 3 or 4 times he's done it. So this is a man who has no self-control. He has no accountability. And we don't need black boys looking up to a man like that. This is why I don't think he would have been on my panel. Does he say good things about black boys? Yes. But it shows how bankrupt we are as a people that we will put a guy on there on a panel when we're really talking about substantive, tangible change in the black community. We will put a guy on a panel who's shown, I love Umar too, but he wouldn't be on my panel, like you said, Flames, because this guy has shown a propensity to have a lack of self-control. So no, I will go get somebody who's really out here in the trenches that's not well known. I will put him on my panel. Anthony Brock, Valiant Cross Academy. Go check it out. Go check it out. I put him in my video. It's a video I did called Black People's Love for Great Orators. I think that's the name of it. And I just went and got my homeboy videos and I put them in there. He started this church. I mean, not a church, I'm sorry. He started it. He started this school. And this is a black man who went in the community, is making a difference. Teaching tech. He's teaching, is very open. Those kids are outperforming. These are black boys outperforming everybody. I love it. So yeah, Valiant Cross Academy would be the guy. If you want to talk about black education, we would talk about black excellence, changing the culture of black people. This would be something I would do. And I will bring in Thomas Sowell. Yes. I'm sorry. I would bring in Thomas Sowell because, guys, you need to understand the culture of black people. And if we're talking about changing the culture of black people, I would bring in a Thomas Sowell. Yes, my shit is going to be conservative. But that's what we need, people. I'm sorry, this is my YouTube channel. We don't need more liberalism. We 85% liberal. Black people are conservatives who practice liberalism in a country of capitalism. Like this is, we all out of whack. So yes, I will bring in a Thomas Sowell and Walter E. Williams. They would be on my panel. When you start talking about economics, when you start talking about these statistics, when you start talking about, dare I say, redneck culture, then you need to talk about someone who's done extensive research on this for at least 30 years. And that person would be Thomas Sowell. Thomas Sowell, Thomas Sowell, Sowell. Black economist, Harvard-trained economist. He's on staff at Stanford. Black dude. He has a book called Black Rednecks and White Liberals. Go check it out. I did a video about it about a week ago. But go check this guy out. He's a monster. This guy brings it. In fact, I put a video up with him talking. He's a guy I got these statistics from about how much black people actually, how much we do homework, how much homework we do on average a night. See, this is the type of stuff that is inconvenient information that black people tend to not really, want to look at. See, when you get in front of people like T.I. and all these types of people, Michael Eric Dyson, you're not going to look at black people in their habits, in their culture. No. Or whatever I know black people don't got no culture. Please don't put that in the comment section, right? That's one thing when I say culture, you know what the hell I'm talking about. I don't have to go down the lectures and all the different YouTube lectures, but if black people don't have a community, black people don't have a culture, okay, whatever. You know what I'm talking about, right? So when I say culture, you ain't got to type that in the chat or type that in the comment section. But black people don't even have a culture. Okay, fine. You know what I'm talking about. How we act. How about that? How black people act. The idiosyncrasies of the black people, so-called descendant of slave people in America. That's who I'm talking about, okay? And the way they carry themselves, I dare I say culturally, but if you don't want to use that word, that's what I'm using, okay? So if you want to talk about, a panel defending people with minimal emotion. Exactly. You're right, guy. You're right, Tiff. That's it. But see, that's the thing. These people right here are very emotionless. Everybody on here. The most emotional person I would have on the panel would be Dr. Claude Anderson. That would be it. And Dr. Claude Anderson, but see, the problem with Dr. Claude Anderson, the reason he would be on my panel, Dr. Claude Anderson talks about the facts and the data, not in a negative, derogatory way to where, look, this is why you have no chance, black man. Now, of course, Dr. Claude Anderson would say that, and that's why we would have this panel, because he would say that. I love Dr. Claude Anderson, but he would say that you are a permanent underclass. And then that's when I got all these dogs up there. I got these dogs up there. You see what I'm saying? I would have my panel full of monsters, titans of industry. Robert Smith wouldn't say that. And Robert Smith would say, well, I think we can do this and this is why. But it wouldn't be none of that emotional shit, and it wouldn't be in front of a crowd. It would just be a panel discussion. You see what I'm saying? I would bring in Thomas Sowell and say, well, black people culturally spend about 30 minutes a night on their homework. They do this, they do that. They do this, they don't value education. See, we'll start getting into the crux of the matter. Then you'll get a guy on that panel like Robert Smith, who got in at Cornell, who who was 16 years old working at Bell Laboratories, right? Figuring out transistors and semiconductors and shit like that. He comes in there and get to talking, right? He'll say, well, look, my parents raised me to do this, do that. And this is this is what black people need. Medicine. Medicine, a lot of times when my dad used to make me swallow castor oil when I was little, I hated it. I despised it. I used to be like, why dad got me eating this castor? It's so nasty. I understand why he did that. You see what I'm saying? I understand why my dad used to make me take castor oil. He used to make me take fish oil. I used to get this orange flavored fish oil from the organic store, African Head Shop. I used to swallow this mess, man. He stayed making me swallow that. Now I get why he used to do that. See what I'm saying? He would literally put it in my food. He would cook with it. He would. Orange flavored omega-3 oil, but it would be flavored like oranges. But he would put it on the food and give it a little orange tang to it. It tastes good, actually. Actually, now that I think about it, I used to saute food with that stuff. But medicine a lot of times isn't good for you guys. It doesn't taste good. See what I'm saying? Medicine does not taste good. You dang right I had a good dad. I miss him. I love you, Dad. I know he gone on to glory, but I miss Dad. That's somebody I got mad respect for as my father. You know what I'm saying? I seen him climb himself out the hole 3 or 4 times financially. Nothing but respect. The utmost respect for my dad. But I'm going to tell you guys, this is the thing. If you look at it, guys, the black community has too many. Whenever we get together and we start talking about political strategy and stuff, we got to throw liberalism in there. We got to throw the white. We got to complain about racism. Notice I'm talking about people that are coming with substantive, tangible answers. Dr. Claude would be on there really to bring the scope and focus into where we are and what's going on and how we haven't moved. Now, the difference is I will have Thomas Sowell on there as well, because Thomas Sowell will be able to bring in certain things about our culture. Thomas Sowell and Dr. Clyde Anderson probably would not agree on certain subjects, but that will make for a damn good discussion. I will be glued to that damn television. You hear me? I will be glued to that television, because I know these would be guys that would be asking, when was America ever great for black people? Like the same shit you see every nigga talking about in every barbershop. We've been talking about that shit since the damn 2016 election. Right? People have been talking about that. I don't need somebody to say that in the crowd roaring. That was the dumbest shit I ever seen. And then the guy that was the moderator for that shit was a super liberal guy. You could tell. You know what I'm saying? Killer Mike, when he went on Bill Maher show, he kept interrupting and giving these super long, overly elaborate answers when asked a question like one of them dudes that went to the show that showed what he learned from. Yeah, I mean, Killer Mike wouldn't be on my panel, guys. I'm sorry, I just wouldn't put him on my panel. He said some intelligent things. He's also done some dangerous things, some things that I just can't rock with. You out here campaigning for Bernie Sanders. You ain't sitting at my panel. You ain't sitting at my panel. Yes, I think it's an insult too. I think the guy yesterday that O'Shea had on there, he said it's an insult. Yeah, it's a damn insult. Your ass want to try to win the respect of black people. You sent a rapper, man, get your ass. No. Bernie Sanders would never get my vote just off that alone. He wouldn't have got my vote just on that reparations question he got asked. Just on that alone. We giving Holocaust survivors in Israel all this money, but his ass talking about it'll be divisive to give black folks money. So, cancel. His ass is canceled. What's up? Guys, can I get some likes? Thank you. You right. Thanks, Naeem. I appreciate it. But I'm sorry, guys. I would have who else? Peter Harris would be on my panel. Why? Because I want people like that. People that are little known. Evans Charles, right? A Haitian immigrant whose parents instill hard work in him. I listen to I listened to Evans Charles when I had him on my channel. I mean, when I was sitting in front of him. I talked to him after the meeting. I would have black venture capitalists, Robert F. Smith on my channel. I would have There's another guy who's a venture capitalist that I met at the Black Enterprise. He would be there. Why? The people that we need. We would need to know where the money is. We would need to know how to access the money, and we need black people that know how to speak up for themselves. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't. I'm sorry, guys. I wouldn't do no Taj Tariq Bey and Sabir Bey and Yassine Bey. Nope, I wouldn't. I'm sorry, I wouldn't. And this is not no. This is not a jab at anybody. Those guys. I just wouldn't. I just wouldn't. Especially Sabir Bey. I know who he is. Nope, I wouldn't do it. And guys, this is the thing. Whenever black people need to get together, we have to have hoteps. And I'm not knocking. If you're a hotep guy, I wouldn't do it. I'm not because I'm trying to be disrespectful, or not because I'm a believer. I'm a Christian. I got time. I don't want nobody up there talking about white Jesus. No. Farrakhan, maybe Farrakhan, maybe. But this will be a panel where I'll be talking about moving forward. Not this. And Farrakhan, he doesn't. Farrakhan, damn it, he earned respect. He probably would get a seat on my panel, even though I'm not in the nation. I would probably give Farrakhan that would be the closest I get to a hotel. Is Farrakhan. You know what I'm saying? Because Farrakhan would introduce certain international things, certain platitudes, certain things that need to be discussed. But I don't think we as black people in America need to be worried about. I would say he's bought and paid for. I would say, you know what, to a certain extent when it comes to LGBT, shit like that. But see, we ain't even talking about that. And the fact that they trying to silence Farrakhan speaks to that. So we wouldn't be talking about no LGBT. Anybody talk about LGBT getting their ass off my panel. You ain't talking about no Hispanic. I don't hear no damn black and brown. I'm the moderator. Because I moderate the shit out that damn panel. Your ass, no, we talking about black descendant of slave issues. That is what the fuck we talking about. We ain't talking about nothing else. We not talking about no damn homosexuals. We not talking about no damn Hispanics. I wouldn't have no damn Hispanic up there. And we got one immigrant, but I think he can the panel. You see what I'm saying? So I wouldn't knock Evans Charles. You see what I'm saying? I would have him in there. And some of them other guys might be descendants of. And see, that's the problem, guys. Why the fuck is it that people come here and be children of immigrants and outwork our ass and get on these? Half the people we name that we look up to are children of immigrants. Like I'm shit you not. Like those people, we really fuck up a lot of times. So yeah, we need black people in this country. Can I get some likes, guys? I say every time I say I get likes, I get one like. Can I get some likes, please? It's like y'all don't rock with me, man. I'm sorry. I don't know what I do. For some reason, I just don't get likes when I ask. I don't know why. I'm not complaining. I'm finna get off. If y'all don't give me likes. I don't even monetize my damn channel. If y'all don't put me up to $100, I'm getting off. I don't do shit. Hit the like button. And I try not to even make it most of the video. I don't sit and talk about getting likes 30, 40 times throughout the video, 45 minutes. This is the longest I ever talked about getting a like before. Well, I would like some likes. That's all. I don't ask for much. I don't. I'm not a greedy guy. I'm just saying, hey, can I get a like? Thank you. Thanks, Neon Eyes. I appreciate it. People are being exposed for not being ADOS. That's why they're trying to silence us. A lot of people qualify for reparations. I don't really give a. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. At this panel, reparations will be up for discussion. Now, if you're non-ADOS, I would definitely say something. These the type of panels discussions. Shit that just won't get said will get said in my panel. Well, I understand that, but I don't think if Evans Charles would say, I don't think we need reparations. I'd be like, well, Mr. Charles, I mean, you wouldn't get reparations. So I understand why. And if you did, you'd probably get them through the Caribbean islands because you're people from Haiti, right? And they're old reparations. But if you know what I'm saying, damn near everybody that's an immigrant is deserved. They people are even some of these not all. Some of these African nations would warrant reparations. So I don't even. I mean, I think that needs to be talked about later. But we talking about economics. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. We're not getting reparations in the form of individual checks. Yeah, I'm cool with that. We're owed it, but it would never get it, unfortunately. Not like a check, no. Hell no, I wouldn't put tone toss on my damn panel. I just said that. You must have just got here. Hell no, I wouldn't have no damn tone toss on my panel. Him or Yvette. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Anybody that says that hard work, I saw a 10-point discussion thing he has with Dr. Pat Garrity or whatever his name from Duke. They said work ethic won't help you, financial intelligence won't help you. No, anybody that say some shit like that ain't getting on my panel. Hell no. In fact, I probably would go through the damn checklist because he would make a response video to it. He would probably do a video like he did about the summit, what they got wrong. He would say what they got wrong at the Sub-Zero Power Conference. And then he would say some shit like, you know, you can't get it by just working hard because black people just don't have the money. And black people, even though we get education, the more degrees we have, the da 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 da. Well, yeah, but work ethic is one thing, but when you start talking about work ethic, you're ignoring the fact that we don't like math. So, quite frankly, when you talk about work ethic, you're really not really talking about work ethic. And that's what he does. He'll go and do some shit like that and throw the discussion into the weeds. So no, he wouldn't get his ass on my panel, him or Yvette. Nope. Fuck that. No. Anybody that believes that black people need transformative government will not be on my fucking panel. If you got a YouTube channel, you want to put somebody that believes in transformative government, go get Michael Eric Dyson, go get Tavis Smiley, go get the regular shit that we always do, Al Sharpton, go get the rappers, because they'll say some of the same shit. And we'll get the same results. We'll have a nice discussion that niggas can sit and intellectually masturbate over. But you want to really get somewhere and start talking about some real substantive, tangible changes? I'm talking about the real warrior class. Shit. The real warriors in the black community. The business class. The brothers that's out here in these streets that ain't getting a pat on the back. They feel like a pat on the back is a check out the lawyer's office from a closing somewhere. That's the motherfucker I want to talk to. The person that done walked out of a lawyer's office with a yearly salary off of some shit he did with his mind, not no damn rap or entertainment or working at some damn university. That's who I want to talk to. That's who I want to listen to. But no, I'm not having any motherfucker on my panel that believes in transformative government, that thinks that the government, if government is anywhere in your damn ideology, you ain't on my panel. Fuck that shit. I'm tired of them niggas. You are, nigga, you like, I don't know. You like, hey, you know when they say you got cancer, you need to stay away from sugar? That's what the fuck they are. Black people have cancer. Damn. I had to slow down. Black people have cancer, and these damn people like Michael Eric Dyson and Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson, notice they were on Tavis Smiley's panel. All these radio personalities, Tom Joyner, fuck, them niggas wouldn't be on my panel. Hell no. This is what happens. Once you start getting with Yvette and Tone, that's where you head. You head that the discussion would then go from when Peter Harris starts talking about how easy it is to get into real estate and how you can qualify for a loan. Tone told, oh no, we can't do that. Redlining happens and this, that, and so black people really can't get loans. And that, see, I don't need no motherfucker like that on my panel. See, and then I would get upset, and me and him will be going back and forth. See what I'm saying? No, you need to go. You need to go get somebody on your panel. If you're gonna do a panel like that, then shit, go look at the shit you probably could have threw Tone on the damn the regular summit panel, the regular revolt panel. He'd have been fine. Him, Yvette, throw him up because some of the same shit. Tamika Mallory believes in that same shit. We don't have no. Think about, nobody really talked about substantive tangibles about helping the people, where we can get help, how we can get help. One brother stood up trying to get a rap career, and they just shot him back to the Instagram, which is typical of most rappers and people. Not that I'm trying to be a rapper, fuck rap, you know what I'm saying? The nigga probably gonna sing about dope and drugs and strippers and shit. But one of the things I notice is when people do try to get help, that's how the shit go. You know what I'm saying? That's my song. I love that damn album. That damn first Jill Scott, boy, she went off. Anyway, but guys, the whole thing about the whole discussion about that the black community needs to be centered around action, actionable steps. Uh, yes, no way in hell Charlamagne the God ass will be on my panel. Like, see, that's the shit I'm talking about. Who the fuck goes and gets Charlamagne the God? And Malcolm X said that. Why we got to get entertainers? He said that back then before it got bad. You know what I'm saying? No, them niggas wouldn't be on my shit. I would have people on my panel that done went out here and won in business. Those are the people I would trust and ask, hey, what do you think we need to do with the black? What steps do you see? Robert Johnson, this guy's a billionaire. Don Peebles, billionaires. Peter Harris, at least a millionaire. Robert F. Smith, billionaire. You know what I'm saying? People I would get. I would have, my panel would be like loaded with black billionaires. And there will be a lot of YouTube videos made, guys, a motherfucker saying, these were the black bourgeoisie. These are the talented 10th niggas. We don't need to listen to them. Da, 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 da. Oh yeah, hold on. I gotta bring in a science and math guy. Who should I bring in? Science and math. First of all, I got Robert F. Smith. He's a science and math guy. Who else? I'll bring in a black economist. I really don't want to hold my nose and bring in Boyce Watkins. But I need somebody that. But honestly, on this discussion, see, one thing about Boyce that I know, Boyce getting in a panel with all them folks, Boyce ain't gonna be coming with no bullshit. Boyce, he gonna come with some financial shit then. A lot of y'all don't fuck with Boyce. No, I don't like Neil deGrasse Tyson. I don't. I know the guy said it yesterday. I'm not a Neil deGrasse Tyson guy. I used to love that damn the universe shows he do and stuff like that. Him and no, I don't like Neil deGrasse. Although he is a science and math guy. You know what? On this, I might actually bring him. Because we're not talking about like the traditional science shit. But then again, I don't know. Certain shit I don't agree with him on, but I don't need, that's not the subject of this video. So I'm not gonna go there. But I don't agree with Neil deGrasse Tyson on certain subjects. But it depends. When we talk about math and science and education and how we can be better in math and science, I might actually bring him. So I don't know. I'd be kind of torn. But my panel was, see what I'm saying? I would have fucking superheroes on my shit. This shit would be the Justice League. You get what I'm saying? I wouldn't have no damn, man, no damn rappers, man. Shit. Come on, man. I mean, the nigga I would have from that motherfuckers wouldn't like. And that'll probably be Jay-Z, a motherfucker that's about money. You know what I'm saying? This panel would be about money. And the only black, and I probably wouldn't, but he'll sell out. I wouldn't give a fuck about that. We wouldn't be talking, this panel would not be talking about selling out. Actually, I probably would bring that up. What's a sellout? Because see, in this panel, that shit gonna be hard. You ain't gonna be able to get the studio applause that you get when you up in front of a bunch of black people grandstanding in front of a bunch of 19-year-old college students. So I probably would talk about that. I'll bring in a Jay-Z for a different reason. You know what I'm saying? But I'm put like this. I wouldn't say Boyce is a millionaire. Boyce is a PhD. He has a PhD in finance. So he definitely would be able to bring something to the equation as it comes to opportunity. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm gonna honor that brother's work as far as his talking about economics and what he does talk about. He has shown a propensity and tendency to actually probably qualify him for that reason alone. Now, yeah, the fuckery with all the other videos and shit he's done, no. I mean, he's not up there giving dating advice. He's not up there talking about pop culture. He's not up there, you know what I'm saying? He's not up there talking about the black church. He's talking about, you know, how the black community can move forward in the 21st century. I don't see nothing wrong with bringing that brother on the panel. You know what I'm saying? For that reason. Neil deGrasse Tyson probably will have some very interesting things to say because he is black excellence. I may disagree with him on certain subjects. He is black excellence, the epitome of it, right? And one of the beautiful things about Neil deGrasse Tyson, I think he sought out a guy in science as a teenager. Same shit with Robert F. Smith. See, we would go down that road. This would be a juicy ass discussion, bro. We would go down that road. Both of these guys sought out white people and soaked up the game, and now they're titans of what they do. You guys don't see that shit? You know, Guys, I'm gonna tell you something about Bitcoin. I don't have no problem with Bitcoin. I don't. I know Boyce and I mean not Boyce. Yvette and Tone hate Bitcoin. Guys, I was fucking with Bitcoin when the shit was $400. I had I just bought a few Bitcoins right now. Had I just taken $1,500, bought me like 4 Bitcoins, 4 or 5, right? When the shit went down, it was bouncing between $300 and $400. I could have had me a good six figures right there, $80,000 to $100,000 a couple years ago. And Bitcoin right now is worth thousands of dollars. This shit started at like, I remember when the shit was under $100, guys. I was watching it. So you ain't gonna ever hear me shit on Bitcoin. Cause right now, you can't buy one Bitcoin, what, to about $4,000, $5,000? But a finance person do not encourage people to invest in something that you can't explain to them. Yeah, I agree. I agree. But I'm not a finance person, but I would have told your ass to buy Bitcoin some years ago. I would have when I was doing it. It's 9,000 right now. See what I'm saying? Yeah, I will fuck with Bitcoin. So if I'd have bought $1,500 worth of Bitcoin, bought it for bought 4 or 5 of them, buy it now at 8,000. You're welcome. You're welcome in 2022. You're right. Bitcoin is a damn good investment to me, so I don't have no problem with it. And it ain't going nowhere. Cryptocurrencies aren't going anywhere. In fact, I was trying to talk to somebody about creating our own currency called the Garvey coin. And what I was going to do was just have it circulated within the black community, have black people have their own currency. This is what I was thinking about doing. I talked about this shit 4 or 5 years ago when Bitcoin was under $500. I shit you not. And I was calling people trying to get the shit set up. I was heavy into that shit. So I would probably have a cryptocurrency specialist, black. Maybe a guy like, I know you guys probably don't like this guy, but this is the only guy I know that's in that space that's black, Zeke the crypto miner. I'd probably get him on there. Have him talk. I would have 30 people on my fucking panel, but it would be the damn Justice League. It would. All the people would be specialists in their subjects. Everybody I have would be a specialist. Everybody I have would be somebody that knows and understands what they're talking about. Like I said, guys, on my panel, I'm gonna run my roster if you just got here. Because when I said it, I had like 12 people. So I'm gonna say it again. I would have on my panel, it would be Peter Harris, the guy who wrote the book Apartment Homes for Dummies, multimillionaire. I would have Dr. Claude Anderson. I would have Thomas Sowell. I would have economist Walter E. Williams. I would have Robert F. Smith. I would have Evans Charles, the hotel owner, black hotel owner. I would have him. I would have who else? Who else did I say? Dunn Peebles. I would have Robert Johnson. You see what I'm saying? These are the bulk of it. I may have, these would be Dr. Boyce and Farrakhan. Maybe. There are maybes. Who else? I would probably maybe have, he would be a maybe, but I probably would have him. The guy I was just talking about, the astrophysicist. What's his name? I would have him and who else? Let's see. Who else would I have on my panel? Would I have a black woman? I probably would, but shit, I don't know too many of them that's on that level like that. You know who I probably would get? The black Janice Bryant, whatever her name is, that black lady that's got a $3 billion company. I would get her. I would have her on the panel. I have people like her. Honestly, I probably have one of my homeboys. Condoleezza. Yeah. I probably would have Condoleezza. And a lot of people, man, you crazy. Yes, I will have Condoleezza Rice on my damn panel in a heartbeat, guys. If you study her background and her lineage, I mean, well, not her lineage, but where she came from, her education, she is a beast. Condoleezza Rice is a monster, bro. I got mad respect for that sister. Yeah, I probably would have her on there. What other black woman would I have? Michelle Alexander. Yeah, I respect her. I probably would have her on there. But the panel would be centered around what it is I'm trying to do. which is black people forward economically. Because and I would have Dr. Claude talk about that. And I would have black millionaires on there, black billionaires. I know you probably, a lot of y'all wouldn't like it. I said Jay-Z would be on my fucking panel. If I had a rapper, it would be Jay. And you'll be like, why? Jay-Z has shown a propensity to do certain things to position himself into power. And thus, I would want to hear his advice. Not necessarily on some look up. That's not a black woman. Who's not a black woman? Condoleezza Rice? See what I'm saying? That's why I would do that. I know a lot of black people don't like Jay. I would have motherfuckers up. I would piss you off on my fucking panel, but it'll be some shit that'll cause a great discussion. Because Jay would talk about symbolism. We would talk about symbolism versus reality. And that's what I would talk about with Jay. Symbols. Black people in their love for symbolic bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Holding your fist in the air with an afro and, shit that is symbolic. I would talk about us being, so I would talk to Jay about that because he said we're moving past, it's time to move past kneeling. So I'll say, okay, what did you mean by that? Because, and see, I'm the host. So I'm going to hold his feet to the fire. I'm going to say, Jay, I mean, you got a reputation for being a guy who that stabs people in the back, Jay. So, you know that shit'll be deep. Come on, guys. You know it will. You might not like that shit, but it'll be deep. You know you'll be glued to the damn television. It will be interesting to say the least. Now, I ain't saying that I would say black kids should, I'm saying, and then I would have all these guys on the panel. Everybody on the panel would be, if you come to that bitch because you want to see Jay, you'll see a lot of people that you ain't never heard of, titans of industry. And then you'll start Googling these. Who is Evans Charles? Who is he? Oh, damn. This dude came and flipped his first house, took every dollar he made and kept flipping, started buying apartments. He jumped out of the apartment game. He went to the NABHOOD conference. What's the NABHOOD conference? Oh, what is that? Oh, damn, I want to go to that. See, that's how shit go. So, yes, I will put a Jay-Z up there and we will have these types of discussions. He would bring in a lot of people, but he would be the type of guy that I will hold his feet to the fire on some of the shit, some of his moves he's made. But then I respect the fact that he looks past emotions and he's looking at substantive tangibles, right? And people will say, well, damn, man, I don't like him. Yeah, I know. Too many different industries on guys. I don't need motherfuckers on there just thinking real estate. I don't need your ass on there just thinking stock market. I don't need your ass on there just thinking Bitcoin. I don't need your ass on there thinking nothing but business. I need to broaden that shit out. Because black people, what we'll do, we'll watch that shit a million times. And somebody would say some shit that we never thought of. You know what I'm saying? When you start, like when Peter Harris started talking, this dude could sit there and systematically tell you with good credit, bad credit, how to go out and buy shit with no money down, buying apartment homes and shit. You like, oh, damn. There's another black dude on YouTube. I probably have him on there. That dude know how I was thinking about flipping houses. Shit, I might need to get into apartments. Damn, I wasn't thinking like that. Then I have another dude on there, a black dude. Let me tell you who else I have on there. Y'all will be like, what the hell? But this sister is a monster in the game. I've done an interview with this sister on my channel, Auto Dealers Business School. I will have Chanel Leonard on my panel. And we'll talk about business, how she bootstrapped her business from scratch. This sister bootstrapped, they started their shit from scratch. Her and her husband. I interviewed this sister, Auto Dealers Business School. Go check out, she got a YouTube channel. I'll have her on my panel. See, I would have some people, some obscure people, that black people that faces in the crowd. That's what I would have. I would not have it set up where it's 2 or 3 industries. No, I want everybody covered, and it will be a mirror. This shit will go on for about 4 or 5. I will have a 4 or 5 hour panel. This shit will be 4 or 5 hours. We will be going. That's how you do that shit. You don't do it in an hour and this shit over. No, fuck that. It'll be released in pieces. I would do part 1, part 2, part 3. And this shit'll be like, man, this shit'll be like Power, man. Waiting every week, you waiting for that episode. You know your ass waiting to see what Ghost gonna do, right? Because I can't wait to Sunday to see what the hell gonna happen on Power, right? With Tariq's stupid ass. His damn dumb ass son that got hemmed up. Anyway, but that's what I would do. I would have this shit released in sections. and you would be devouring this shit. That's what I do. I wouldn't put Kaepernick on shit, because he, first of all, he don't never talk. He don't never say shit. I won't put no Kaepernick on my panel. Hell no. I wouldn't fuck with Kaepernick. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. Like, we need to really have a panel with these kinds of people. I want to find a black guy who builds shit like this right here that you're looking at. This building here. I want to find, if it's just 3 or 4 black men in the country that can build a building like that, damn it, they on my panel. If I can find a black man that builds a parking deck, builds parking decks, he on my panel. I want a black guy like Tyron Spear. Tyron Spear ain't on the level of some of these guys. I'll have guys from different levels. Black people, let me tell you something. We don't need to have the top of every industry. We just need to have successful people in every industry. Tyron Spear will be on my panel. You know, exactly. I already know a black architect, female. I already know her. I know a black architect. I will have her ass on my panel from Tuskegee. That's right. The T, the U, S, K, E, G, double E. That's right. Tuskegee. I love my school. Anyway, I'll have her up there. Up here in Atlanta. I will have them up. I'll have one of them up here. You see what I'm saying? I will have this shit set up so you guys could really have some solid answers on a lot of questions, guys. We don't have real solid, substantive answers to a lot of shit because a lot of times we listen to the wrong motherfuckers, man. We just are. We got the wrong people on our panels that we're trying to listen to and take advice from. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Thank you. Don't put any entertainer on a panel unless they're a host. Well, I'm gonna put it like this, guys. Only person I said I would have put that was even remotely an entertainer would have been Jay for a reason. But it would have been along a certain subject. And he wouldn't sit there throughout the whole thing. I would leave, Byron Allen technically is an entertainer in that he actually supposed to be a comedian. But Byron Allen's not known for that right now, right? He's known for business. I would put him up there. But see, the problem is if you drop it into an environment, because guys, guess what? The people that dominated that conversation with the Revolt Summit were rappers. And people got upset and angry at the conservative when she started talking because they already don't like her ass. It won't be that. First of all, that's why I would get rid of the fucking audience. That's the first step I would do. Because even Killer Mike had to check them. Like, wait a minute, guys. If Farrakhan had said everything this woman has said, and you guys would have probably clapped. Don't do that. Like, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I would not have it like that. You know what I'm saying? I know people hate entertainers. Fuck it. Jay-Z would not be on there the whole time. But if it's my panel, that's what the fuck I would do. Okay, I would because he's hated right now. That's why I would have his ass up there. And motherfuckers that hate Jay-Z, they'll hate his ass, but you will be drawn because of all the fucking superheroes I done brought in this bitch. Shamel Leonard, Shamel Leonard's subscribership would go probably into the millions. Tyron Spear, his subscribership would go into the millions. People like that, people that have went on the internet and dominated the internet marketing space would be on my damn panel. See, so if I did have a Tone Talks on my panel or somebody that said some shit or regurgitated some shit from a Tone Talks, because I would regurgitate all his talking points. And I would play devil's advocate, but he wouldn't be on my panel. I would say, well, what about this? What about that? And of course, there's going to always be, see, everybody that's on my panel, I'm going to tell you what will happen, guys. Everybody that's on my panel will say that's bullshit. The majority, at least 85% of them, will be like, man, that's bullshit because you could do this, you could do that. I mean, these are excuses that guys that I've never heard. But like, you bring in a Robert Smith and say some shit, start talking about black people working hard won't get you nowhere. He gonna look at you like you out your fucking mind. He be like, huh? Where you get that from? Like, you can't tell a guy who got trained and went to Cornell and worked at 16 years old called Bell Laboratories. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. That guy will look at you like you crazy. The astrophysicist. I forget his name. What's that guy? Neil deGrasse Tyson. That guy went and sought out the titan of his industry and what he wanted to get into. And at 16 years old and went and sat up under this guy and tried to learn from him. That guy ain't trying to hear shit about Work ethic won't help you. When he got everywhere he got because of hard work. Evans Charles will not listen to that bullshit. You see what I'm saying? Telling somebody financial literacy. If I get the bullet point where I say, hey man, financial literacy for black people won't help them. When I read that shit off, they guys that made it, that they want that shit. See what I'm saying? This is some shit you've never seen in the black community. You have never seen anything like this. Never. Usually when black people get together, we get entertainers, like you guys just said. We get orators, like Michael Eric Dyson. He is a professional orator. That's what he is. He is not a real thought leader in my mind. I can't think of some real shit that he said that really shapes the minds of black people. Outside of hating Bill Cosby for telling black folks the truth. I said it. That's what made him popular. Was white liberals didn't like when Bill Cosby said the shit he said, and they needed a nigga to go up against him, and that's what threw Michael Eric Dyson into prominence. Was he wrote a book condemning Bill Cosby for the shit he said, at least in the title of it. I never read the shit. You know what I'm saying? I would not go get Cornel West. Why? Because that's some motherfucker that would just say some shit, and we would know what the fuck he talking about. We'd be like, what? I mean, what? First of all, he'll say words and you'll be like, what the fuck is that? I need to go look that up. That's him and Michael Eric Dyson. We don't need them type of, that's redneck culture, guys. That's really what that is. We don't know that. That's redneck culture niggas. We not having them niggas. I'm not having you on my panel. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it. What's up, Cornelius? You know what I'm saying? I can't stand his ass either. I don't like Michael Eric Dyson. I'm not a proponent of these guys. See what I'm saying? But anytime black people start talking about they want to do some good shit and talk and move forward, we go get his ass. And we think, and now so much so to the point where black folks literally believe that this guy is an authority on black issues. We actually think that Michael Eric Dyson is the authority when you want to talk about fixing problems in the black community. You need to go get Michael Eric Dyson. You need to go get Cornel West. You need to go get, not just entertainers, but, Tamika Mallory, somebody who made her fame protesting. The fuck? What the fuck? Come on, man. Protesting? Anybody that, I'm not going to get no damn D-Ray McKesson. I'm not bringing that. First of all, most black people know who the fuck he is. He's this gay guy out of Baltimore who the white small hats went and got and put in charge of basically he's the face of the Black Lives Matter movement. Now one of them Black Lives Matter woman would be up on my motherfucking panel. You wouldn't have your ass on my panel. And if you is, I would call their ass out. I'd be like, well, yeah, but I mean, if they tried to come and try to, because I would have a Q&A session, and they want to try to come in with it. See, that's the thing. What's his name wanted to be on the panel bad? What's his name? Jay Morrison. Notice I didn't say I put Jay Morrison on my motherfucking channel, on my panel. I probably would have until I listened to him talk. Jay Morrison would not make my motherfucking panel, guys. He would have, but now he won't, because Jay Morrison is a people pleaser. We don't need people pleasers on our fucking panels. We don't need. Jay Morrison would have said some of the same shit T.I. said. Come on now. Tell me he wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? There was a time I would have put Jay Morrison on my panel. Nobody in Baltimore fucks with him. You're right, but the problem is, that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? I know Marilyn Mosby and I know Nick Mosby. They was at Tuskegee with me, right? Would I fuck with them? Probably not. I wouldn't fuck with them. They politicians and they super Democrat. Nope. So I don't know. I'm not gonna go out 100% and say Jay Morrison is a con man just yet. He's going in that direction. I hate to say it. The brother's going in that direction. I supported him in the Tulsa Real Estate Fund, but his character, he's just shown to lack character, guys, and that's what's fucking him up. Not that he's a fraud in the sense of what he said. His idea could have worked if he'd have did what the fuck he said. And I don't know about giving people 5%, 8% or some shit like that, but he could have did a fund. The idea of having that fund and getting out here and doing investments, building shit like, well, you can't see it because my camera done froze. Building, skyscrapers and shit. He probably could have got into with that shit. He was fucking with Don Peebles, people that was in the game, that buying hotels and shit. he could have really did some shit. Darren Seals is the guy who died that whooped up on D. Ray McKesson when he came to Ferguson, Missouri. Darren Seals would have been a guy who I probably would have had on my panel. Because although he was a regular street dude, he wasn't really in the streets like that. He had a regular job, and he was a real grassroots activist who really organized. They started organized from the minute the shit took place. When the cameras started rolling, they was already on ground organizing in Ferguson, Missouri. And then the small hats flew in the gay people. That's what happened. That's literally what happened. He said, man, within the first week, they flew in D. Ray McKesson, and they flew in them girls from Black Lives Matter, and they was on the ground tweeting and shit like that. They wasn't really out here organizing and trying to do something with the people, trying to help the people, and trying, even though that shit was really useless to me. I don't believe in protesting. I do respect that brother organization skills. So I probably would have had him on my panel. But he would have had a real prominent position in my. See, guys, I'm gonna tell you some real shit. Yeah, they burned his body. Yeah, cops killed him. Yeah, cops killed Darren Seals. Yep. But guys, in my panel, certain motherfuckers won't get to just talk forever. Now, if you're a titan of industry, you get to talk the whole time. If you are successful in business, you get to talk the whole time. Jay-Z wouldn't get to talk, even though he is successful. Jay-Z will get a little. I give Jay-Z 20 minutes. I would give Darren Seals, with respect, I would give that brother maybe 20 minutes. Dr. Claude Anderson, hey, he get to talk. Even though he probably would say some things that I would disagree with, Dr. Claude Anderson has earned his respect. I would let him talk. I might even let Boyce Watkins talk a little couple of hours. But I would not have, it would be segments. We would kind of, you get what I'm saying? There would be different segments, but certain people would be there the whole damn time. Robert Smith would be there the whole time. Robert Johnson, BET founder, whole time. You know what I'm saying? Robert Smith said he'll work with any damn body. That's why I would have Robert Smith on my panel. Who else? That's about it, guys. I can't really think of, but mostly what I'm saying is I would have black successful businessmen up there. You're a black man that's successful in the insurance business. You black and you successful in the auto car business. There's a guy who died that I probably would have had on my panel. Even though I probably, as a person, there were certain things about him I personally didn't like about him, but at the end of the day, I respect him. His name is Greg Calhoun. Look him up. Black BE 100 guy. This guy was real good friends with Joe Jackson, and Steve Harvey was his best friend. Black businessman, hundreds of millions of dollars. I have him on my panel. See what I'm saying? Because I done seen Greg on panels before. I seen how he operates. You know what I'm saying? He was about helping people when he would get on them panels. Real talk. Now, he probably wouldn't do that shit with people in Montgomery, but when he got on them panels at that Black Enterprise Conference, he was giving out phone numbers, emails, websites. I would have him on the panel. That would be actually one of the prerequisites of my panel would be that you have to give out phone numbers and help people. You can't get up on the panel. You got to give out real shit. Can't be up here talking about conjecture and talking in certain platitudes. No, your ass got to come up off phone numbers, emails, not maybe your personal shit, but to where people can go, websites where they can go to help themselves, to be able to help themselves up. I would talk about, in the first order of discussion would be, how can black people pull themselves up by their own bootstraps? Or is it even possible? That would be juicy. Because I know first they gonna say no. There will be people that say no, we can't. We need the government, right? I would have, Dr. Claude Anderson would probably say no. And then there will be a bunch of people that will say, yeah, I believe we can if we do this and do this and do this and do this. I would probably agree with the latter. But Dr. Claude Anderson will bring some real tangible facts and problems that I would love to see Thomas Sowell and Walter E. Williams discuss. That shit would be good. See, that's what we need. That's how black people would change culturally. You see what I'm saying? We would change culturally then, because Then black people will start understanding. If you listen to Neil deGrasse Tyson, black kids will be like, man, I'm gonna start doing 3 hours of homework a night. Shit. I don't want to be no basketball. It wouldn't be no basketball players on the panel. Fuck basketball. I would actually make that one of the discussions about sports and entertainment. I would talk about that shit. And we would put that shit down. I would make damn sure that I would try to, and I know I'm unfair. I know, but damn it, guys, the guy that had that panel, what you don't realize, there was only one real black conservative on that. When I say real, I ain't gonna go there. I ain't gonna say Candace Owens is a real black conservative. Some people don't think she is. What I'm saying is there was only one person coming from the black conservative standpoint, and then the other female just made a couple of dumbass points that I disagreed with, and that was it. And so it was really Candace Owens versus 4 or 5, 4. It was like 1-on-4. It really was 1-on-3, 1-on-4. But I wouldn't have it like that. And the reason you saw that shit, like the reason it was set up like that, was because it was set up by a black liberal. Who's really a white liberal. That guy that was the host is in the media. A lot of these people that are in media are super, super liberal. So you getting programmed by motherfuckers. The nigga was saying a bunch of shit. You've been complaining about black folks since you've been here. See, that lets you know where he comes from. See what I'm saying? So you can't watch some shit. The shit you get has always been stepped on, guys. It just is. I will give you some shit. I'm gonna step on it too. Shit. But I don't think what I'm stepping on, the way I'm stepping on it, I don't think you'll have a problem with it. I think it would enhance shit. Because it would be juicy. But I wouldn't have it all the way skewed to the left. It's skewed to the left when you got a dope ball on the panel that's been caught cheating on his wife. It's skewed like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's skewed like a motherfucker when you got a nigga that's always talking about he a street nigga that's been out here snitching. I can't have a nigga like that on my panel. T.I. would not have been on my panel. You got too many people. That's why I need 5 fucking hours. I can't do no panel in no 2 hours. I like Candace's ass too, to be honest with you. I actually like her. I disagree with her ass on a couple of points. I disagree with her on a few points. I don't really have a big problem with a couple of these conservative YouTubers, like Leo Dunson. I don't have no problem with him. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no problem with I really don't have a problem with what's the other guy? The one that pisses everybody off all the time. What's his name? Now, I don't know. The one that's the cop, I can't fuck with him. I can't fuck with that nigga. Now, this is good music. That's good music right there. ABL, thank you. Woo! Boy, that girl that no she be singing. Anyway, now that's some good music. Rick Ross. Oh, you trying to be funny. Anthony Brian Logan. I'd have him on my discussion. I probably would, but see, Anthony Brian Logan, I would probably fuck with him a little bit. Because I know ABL would probably say some shit like, oh yeah, her is a monster. But let me see. God, what's her name? What's his name? ABL will say some shit. No, I probably wouldn't have ABL on my panel. I probably wouldn't. But if I would have a conservative, it'd probably be Leo Dunson. I probably would have him on my panel. Because he does come from a Brandon Tatum. Hell no. Hell no. Brandon Tatum said one time, he said, there is no racism in the police, the Justice Department. There's no racism in the police. I can't even take his ass serious. Anybody that say some bullshit like that, like, man, come on. Well, you can't. I'm like, dude, of course they're going to say there's no racism. Guys, when you take a black person to jail, you're not going to write up in your, they do their paperwork. They're not going to write up, I locked him up for being black. They're not going to do that shit. They're going to write that he broke some sort of fucking law. Refusal to, whatever. Getting over, he did this, driving while suspended, whatever. But that really wasn't this shit. I done dealt with these cops. Motherfucker racist. I had a cop pull me over. I had some hydroxycut. This motherfucker sat up there. He locked me up, impounded my car. Then he went and got the hydroxycut pills and had them bitches and tested them to see if they was dope. Motherfucker, I had a little $30 portable DVD player I forgot about that was in my trunk. He ran the serial number on that bitch. He was trying to fuck me over. You hear me? He went and tried to he was trying to say that I had a fake ID card because I didn't have a driver's license at the time. I had an Alabama state ID. He thought it was a driver's license. That motherfucker was finna try to say I had a fake ID. He was gonna try to put a felony on me. Until I told his ass, I said, if you read the top, it says state ID. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Reading is fundamental. That motherfucker tried to fuck me over. Now, on paper, what you saw, everything he locked me up for was legit, technically. But it was some real bullshit. He just wanted to keep my ass. He told me I didn't deserve to be on the streets because I had a suspended license. That's what he told me. There ain't no fucking way that shit wasn't racist. See what I'm saying? That was racist. He locking up redneck. Motherfucker followed me from the courtroom. I went to court. This motherfucker followed me out the courtroom because they was locking people up. And my girl was sitting there and she was started crying like, baby, they finna lock you up. I don't know if I can leave out here with them locking you up like that. They was locking people up for 30 days and shit. So I said, well, look, let's go. We'll go back to Alabama because I was staying in Alabama at the time. And this motherfucker followed me out the courtroom mad, got in his patrol car and drove 1 foot away from her bumpers. Guys, we go to the gas station. She's shaking, scared, right? This motherfucker is terrorizing taxpayers, black people out here, man. She's scared. We pull in the gas station. Motherfucker pulls in on the other side of the gas pump. He rolls up and stares at me like he want to fucking blow my fucking brains out, like he hated my guts. I never forgot that shit. Don't tell me it ain't no racist cops out here. I done been out here fucked over by by cops before. So Brandon Tatum, hell no. Brandon Tatum is full of shit. I'm sorry. I mean that shit. He full of shit. You know what I'm saying? And there are some black YouTubers that have monetized to not telling the truth about these racist ass cops out here. Leo Dunson will tell the truth about a lot of shit. So that's why I respect that, bro. Even though some of the shit me and him disagree on, but I actually respect him. So I probably will put him on my panel. Because he believes in reparations and all that shit. So I would probably, you're a black conservative, you got to believe in reparations. That's a prerequisite of being on my panel. You know what I'm saying? Guys, I understand, look, I love Michelle Alexander, and I probably would put her on my panel. But Michelle Alexander has shown a propensity to show us what she's kind of monetized it, or not necessarily monetized, but shown us what's wrong with the system, right? The legal system, justice system. In a panel where I'm talking about empowerment, is that par for the course? Yes, but I probably couldn't put her on my panel a long time because, guys, quite frankly, I don't really see where talking about the justice system is going to move black people forward. I know some of that's probably real controversial to say because for some reason, a lot of us have been brainwashed that it's synonymous with black people to do jail reform, prison reform. I don't think so. That shit ain't synonymous with black folks to me. I don't think that just because a motherfucker talking about doing jail reform don't mean, that means that it's good for black people. Dude, you talking about out of 23 million black men in this country, how many of them in jail? About 700,000, 800,000 black men are actually in prison right now. I mean, that shit ain't even, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You might look up and say 5% of black people, black men. Let's say 5% of black men are in jail. No, I don't want to deal with that shit. You fix economics, jail will be fixed. You fix economics, we'll be able to afford lawyers. You fix economics, we won't sell dope. We won't be out here selling weed. You fix economics, a lot of that shit that we talking about will fix most of the problems that Michelle Alexander talks about. So just in my mind. Because like Dr. Claude Anderson talk about, and that's what I will have a discussion. This is why you need 5 hours, because I will let Dr. Claude Anderson systematically talk about those 5 floors that he talked about. Vote for what? Politics is ran by money. I got that shit memorized. You control the industries and businesses on your first floor, and then you go to the second floor and you rent or lease politicians. See what I'm saying? The 4th floor, I think that's when you started talking about the judicial system, and the 3rd floor was education, right? Dr. Claude Anderson, that shit, I'm sorry. That he gonna forever get my respect for that right there, for putting that together. So that's how I will put Dr. Claude Anderson in. I would let him do that, but I wouldn't have a situation where I'm up there listening to Michelle Alexander talk about the prison system for 4 hours. No. But would I have on my panel? Yeah, because I do think it's something that our community faces. But I mean, when you got people up there that are talking about work ethic, talking about hard work, talking about all the different things they're talking about, What about Kim K? Nah, she ain't black. She ain't ADOS. So I wouldn't have her on there. I wouldn't. I would probably have, when I do the Michelle Alexander thing, I might bring in one of the sisters one of those black lawyers that work with her, one of those female sisters that she worked with. You know what I'm saying? That everybody got mad about. These are the sisters that's doing the work. I'm like, yeah, she put a celebrity behind that shit. Stop it. That girl got she probably the second, the third most followed person on Instagram. She used that shit to help get that lady out, get people out of prison. Stop it. Stop it. Motherfuckers, just because they so mad at Kim K for fucking black men, a lot of these black women made videos shitting on that sister. Well, she ain't no sister, but shitting on Kim Kardashian for using her fame to try to get into prison reform. I commended the sister. People got so mad about that shit because she went and talked to Trump. I don't get controlled by my emotions. So I respect the shit out of her for doing that. No, Kim K ain't no damn ADOS. Of course she ain't. No, what I'm saying, guys, is right now, guys, I'm just saying that will be my panel. I will have a panel that's really geared towards structuring and black people to be in a position to move forward financially and put us in a position of power. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would do. I don't see us right now in a position of power. I don't see us moving in that position. And that's why I said I would bring in Jay-Z, because I would have a time where we would talk about sellouts. And I would say, okay, they say Jay-Z sold us out. Jay-Z, the question I would ask, I said, okay, brother, they say you sold us out because you went and worked with the NFL. First of all, I want you to outline what specifics are you doing in the black community to try to help black people. I want to hear specifics, number one. See, this the type of shit, you ain't coming on my panel with no bullshit. Still saying? You ain't coming on my panel with no bullshit. Let me turn this damn thing on. My damn battery about to die. Right? I would have that on there. I would have shit, but he'll have to answer to that shit. I'm like, why did you do this deal? Okay, Jay, tell me this, that. What did you mean by it's time to move forward? You know what I'm saying? Because, okay, do you think, and then I would talk about black people and symbolism. That's some shit. That's some surgery, guy. Look here, man. That's some surgery that black people need to have. We are too fucking symbolic. We need to start dealing with our love for symbols over substance. We don't want something substantive. We want symbolism. We want something that makes us feel good and warm and fuzzies. That's what black people want. Come on now, talk to me. That's what black people feel like we need in our community. We would give somebody props for something symbolic. I didn't say he was trying to help black people. I would talk to him about, see, this is the thing, guys. The panel wouldn't be, I don't know if you guys been here. My panel would be 5 hours. My panel would be talking about black issues, and there would be a segment where I would talk about selling out. And I would bring up a guy who they say is a sellout, who is Jay-Z. I didn't say I would bring him up because he's an entertainer. He wouldn't be sitting there for 4 or 5 hours. I got people that'll run circles around Jay-Z on my panel. I ain't trying to be funny. People that may not have his money, but they'll run circles around Jay-Z. And I bet you like, what do you mean? Although they don't have his money, they had to get where they are off ingenuity and wits and shit like that. I respect the shit. That's who I want to listen to. That's who I would have. That's a person that would get a full hour and a half on my panel. Tyron Spear, Shamel Leonard, people like that. That's who would get. But Jay-Z would get 20 minutes out of a 5-6 hour panel. He would. And I would sit there and we would talk about sellouts. I would talk because they call Thomas Sowell a sellout. They call Walter E. Williams a sellout. Y'all saw that video I put up the other day. You know what I'm saying? So I will put these people on the panel. I know people hate his ass. They despise him. I will put his ass on my panel and we will deal with that shit. That's what we need to do, is talk about what the fuck a sellout is. I'm a sellout. You can't see my camera right now because it freezes. I don't know why it does that. I'm a sellout for sitting in this, about to go into this corporate environment. We got to fix that shit, man. Black people, we need surgery. We need to do surgery, guys. And black people, we got to go into those ugly areas that we don't like to address. Fuck Jay-Z. That's why I have him on there. Because soon we have a knee-jerk propensity to hate a motherfucker for doing. Now, listen, I'm not a fan of Jay-Z, guys. I'm not a fan of him. That's why I said he wouldn't get but a certain amount of time. Because if I really respected him and was a fan of his, he would financially where he is. He worth all that money. I would technically have him on the panel. But because I know, number one, he's an entertainer. Number two, He's shown a propensity to stab his friends in the back. Mark Lamont Hill. What the fuck has he done? What does Mark Lamont Hill deserve to? Why does he even deserve to be on my panel? No, fuck Mark Lamont Hill. He wouldn't be on my panel. No black liberals, guys. I barely, Jay-Z, technically, I'm gonna be honest, I think he's a closet conservative any damn way. And I think Killer Mike is. Even though I wouldn't have him on my panel, but I think Killer Mike is a conservative. I think Jay-Z is a conservative. He had a song called Black Republicans. Fuck with it. Then next thing you know, him and Kanye West come out. They both making little conservative points technically. Nah, them niggas is conservative. And I'm gonna tell you some shit Shawty told me. Because I had a Shawty out his own mouth told me he was more conservative. He said he Republican, but he conservative. He said most of these niggas and most of these rappers, most of these black celebrities are that make money. They believe in low taxes. They believe in family, family values. A lot of them. They just can't come out and rap about that shit. Nicki Minaj, all of them. Don't get it twisted, guys. Don't get it twisted. We think these celebrities are like us. They way out of, they ain't like us. These motherfuckers, like even T.I. was trying to joke about that shit. I mean, I'm glad they lowered capital gains because it helps me. Nah, motherfucker, you want to pay as little as you can to the IRS. And celebrities are making millions of dollars. You think they may tell you that shit. They don't want to pay that money. When you talk about the rich and the wealthy and shit, you talking about them. But they not finna sell out. They not finna send their money into the IRS just to be down with the struggle. Fuck that. They not with that. See what I'm saying? This is the shit I'm trying to tell y'all. Black people, we need to go into those ugly areas on a panel discussion and talk about issues in the black community that we don't like. The sellout, the concept of sellout. I would do that around the third hour. I would talk about that. And that's when I'll bring Jay-Z in. I say, Jay, they said you was a sellout, brother. I want to see first of all, what are you doing? Second of all, why did you go do that? Are you trying to do that for your own? You think I want to ask him that shit? Ain't nobody, Jay-Z so powerful, nobody would ask him some shit like that. See what I'm saying? Most people are scared of him. He get on my panel, I'm lighting into his ass. Well, Jay, I mean, what happened with you and Dame? No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't even go into the Dame shit. Fuck all. Black people, that'll be the part niggas will be watching 40 times. Nope. I wouldn't even ask him a question like that. I would talk about him and stabbing people in the back and being a sellout. That's the part I would talk about. That's it. That's it, man. Dave Chappelle, a lot of black people make it seem like black people didn't understand capital gains tax. I want to punch him in the face. You damn right. Black people don't pay. He think most black people are stupid. That's why the fuck he don't need to be on a panel. You think we stupid. I'm actually challenging the intelligence of black people. When I say challenge, not saying that you're stupid. I'm challenging you out of your fucking comfort zone. There will be no audience to applaud. The applause, whatever the fuck it is. There will be no audience. So ain't no grandstanding, guys. Ain't gonna be no trying to show out and say some shit to get folks to laugh and trying to crack jokes and shit. Nah, fuck that. None of that. It ain't gonna be that. It might be a couple of comical moments here and there, but it's gonna be situational comedy shit. It ain't gonna be no motherfuckers trying to be the court jester like T.I. Fuck that. Ain't gonna be like that. T.I. out there trying to make motherfuckers laugh. And I'm the street nigga. All right. And then T.I. using big words and shit, just trying to, nah, fuck that. Real black excellence on display. Not a motherfucker that was selling dope and got put on by some white a small hat to try to fuck our communities over by pumping the dope and the imagery down our throats. No, can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's really what the fuck we talking about, guys. When we talk about the black community. This about one of the only rappers I would put on my palette. Love that nigga there. I'm a fan. I'm still a fan of T.I. now. You know what I'm saying? T.I. Tupac. I'm still a fan of Tupac. Tupac about the only rapper I would have put on my damn panel. Even Tupac wouldn't have got about 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But Tupac has said some real deep, interesting points, though. And Tupac grew up in a household with a Black Panther. I probably would have put. You know what I'm saying? Because Tupac would have probably been going at the conservatives and said some shit. Yeah, Tupac was about to organize a lot of. See, a lot of folks don't know about Pac. Pac at 24 years old was about to do a lot of shit, like 23, 24. Man, a lot of shit people don't even know. When Pac was in jail, a lot of shit, man. Pac could have started a political. Pac had a lot of power, so I respect the shit out of Tupac. So Pac, that's about the only rapper that I would put on there, not from an antagonistic. I'm trying to antagonize him like I would probably do Jay-Z. Jay wouldn't come to my shit, to be honest. But Jay-Z wouldn't come to my shit. He would. I wouldn't even get Jay-Z on my panel. He wouldn't be able to come. First of all, he would see who on that bitch and be like, oh hell no. And he'll see who on there. And he'll come to my channel. And he'll listen to they'll be listening to my videos and shit, right? About the NFL, right? And why I think he did the right thing. But you'll see what I say on that, be like, Jay-Z a snake, da 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 da. I don't trust his ass. He stabbed Dame in the back, da da. He hear that, oh hell no, I can't go to his. Oh hell yeah, I would invite Chameleon. Now that's, but you right, good point, Guillermo. I love my damn subscribers. Damn it, y'all some smart motherfuckers. That's right. I will bring Chameleon on that bitch. That's the rapper I will bring, Chameleon. And if you don't know why, do your homework. I will bring a Chameleon on my panel. He will be on my panel discussion. Then we have about 30, 40 people on my damn panel discussion. Dude, this shit will have to take about 5 or 6. It might take an 8 hour. I have to take 8 hours to do this. It'll be a conference. 8 hours. We will break for lunch. It will be 8 discussions. I will have 8-hour-long discussions. I will change different people in the panel, but it'll be a one-day discussion. Real revolutionaries end up dead in our community. Yeah. Yeah, they do. Mutulu Shakur is locked up. They ain't gonna ever let Mutulu out. They're not gonna let Mutulu Shakur out. You know what I'm saying? Dude was on a tech investment before almost all these dudes. Yeah. And he's maybe another rapper would be Master P. But now we getting into the realm of entertainment. Like I'm starting to add too many of them. So I probably would put them in a segment by themselves. And it'll just be a half an hour segment. 30, 45-minute segment where they talking about business and investing. That'll be it. You know what I'm saying? You might be right. Might need to be a 3-day event, but this shit'll be all on YouTube. There will be no audience. You wouldn't be able to get no applause, but it will be certain guys that have succeeded in business. And there are people in the rap industry, because I had to think, like Master P, who is a little different than the average entertainer. So I would probably bring in a Master P. But he would be up there with Tyler Perry. That's another brother that got his own studio. You damn right I would bring in a Tyler Perry. See what I'm saying? Those are the type of people I would bring in. Tyler Perry I ain't trying to be funny. Tyler Perry is a real thorough brother. Okay, I might do that. Jay probably wouldn't come. I'll probably do Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry would get more time. He would. And P would. I'll probably get him to more time than 30 minutes. And Chameleon. See, these are guys that would get respect. It's kind of like a nebulous idea. Maybe Lord willing, I will get into a case and a point where I can actually put this shit together one day. Well, if I'm a multimillionaire and I'm making money and I got shit going for me and I got a little notoriety and I join certain groups and I know how to get in touch with certain people if I really wanted to do some shit like this. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these people would come. I know the economists, Walter E. Williams, these guys would really show up and do it because this will be the first time they would actually probably be able to break free into the black community and really a lot of young people, Rakim. Why would I bring Rakim? I love Rakim, but why would I bring him? I don't know about Rakim. You know what I'm saying? Love Rakim. Nas, respect. These are respected rappers. I don't see no reason. It has to be something that you've done that is almost to the point. The people I'm bringing are people that are known apart from rap. Even though they are rappers, but they've kind of made such a name for themselves that people don't even know. Like you don't even know Master P for No Limit for real. Most people today, if you say Master P, they know him for the movie he just did and interviews and shit. But they know him for the business moves he's made, not because of what I'm saying. No Limit Soldier. I thought I told you, nah. You know what I'm saying? They don't know that. They won't know him for that shit. They would know Master P for other shit. They would know I'll bring him in for that. I would bring in Tyler Perry because Tyler Perry's Tyler Perry. It is funny how Obama used that summit to invite a bunch of celebs and rappers instead of black economists, engineers, and entrepreneurs. Obama lied to black people about his intentions. I don't even know what conference you're talking about. If you talking about the other summit, what was it? State of the Black Union. Then that summit was done by Tavis Smiley, and they invited Obama. And he didn't come. I would have KRS-One over Rakim. He's more political and Sister Soldier. I don't know. I mean, see, now we getting away from empowerment. You know, the rappers that I named are empowered rappers. Even Jay, much people don't like him. He would have some shit to say about business. So even though he may be a front man, I don't know, but the dude has something to say about it. I've seen him do business. So we would listen to him to a certain extent as far as why he did what he did with the NFL. That's it. It'll be 15 minutes. If he show up, he probably wouldn't show up. And I would talk about the sellout concept, right? But I would definitely go after somebody like entertainment wise. The only guys I would go after: Chameleonaire, Tyler Perry, Master P. That's about it. That's about it, guys. Let's see what else. I can't really think of too much else, guys. I mean, that would be an all-star panel right there, man. I've named off maybe 15 people already. That would be a phenomenal 3-day event. You know, I might do 2 hours one day, 2 hours the other day, 3 hours, but it would be great. You know what I'm saying? Then I'll have a last day event, or if I'll have the last event with everybody. You know what I'm saying? We'd have Q&A, we'd have stuff like that. Everybody would be there. If some people can't, if everybody's schedules won't work, then what we'll do is we'll just have it all in one day. It'll just have to be a long ass event. You know what I'm saying? Stream 8 and 9 hours on the internet. But that's what it'll be. I don't see no reason to bring Akon. I don't. I mean, look, Evans Charles is not ADOS, but I wouldn't have everybody that'll be ADOS or DOAS. It wouldn't be that, because let's be honest, guys, if everybody had to be DOAS, even though that would be, see, on my panel, this shit would be accurate. You can't be up there talking against reparations and your ass ain't ADOS and trying to sneak and do some covert shit. See what I'm saying? Nope. And I know I would be like, okay, well, look, I'm for that. And I will have some people that can make a compelling case for reparations on my panel. So it wouldn't be where I got black conservatives that are against reparations, because I'm sure some of the people like Thomas Sowell and Walter E. Williams would be against it. They still would be on my panel because of their knowledge and how deep and in depth they are with the subject. They would probably be the only two that would be like that. The rest of them, like Leo Dunson and other people, would make a case for reparations. I would make a case. And I think you can make a case. I don't give a damn how much data you know. I'm not intimidated by somebody's knowledge. My case, me making a case for reparations, is irrefutable. I only think you can refute that shit. Like, I don't give a damn how smart you are. Let's see what else. Nigerian American before anyone gets mad. No, I think he's from Senegal. Akon is from Senegal. Oh, you know damn well I ain't putting no David Banner on my shit. All David Banner gonna do is talk about the church and how the church and screw black people, and he do that. Then somebody like me would defend the church. And then I would say, okay, well, what if these hotels done? See, I don't want to get into that. I don't want to sink into that type of shit. You see what I'm saying? I believe Rakim would choose Rakim over T.I. I think he's more conscious than added. But that's the thing, guys. I ain't trying to be funny. I don't want conscious guys on my panel. I don't. No disrespect. I just don't want them on my panel. I don't. There may be one or two guys that just so happen to be, but that won't even be what we're talking about. So I wouldn't have David Banner, because that's all he do is talk black consciousness most of the time. I wouldn't even have Umar Johnson. I have Umar Johnson before I have David Banner. You know what I'm saying? And we know Umar Johnson to cut the fool a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? But before I have Umar Johnson, I'll have my homeboy Anthony Brock. Go look it up. Valiant Cross Academy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. He is a clown. But Valiant Cross Academy, Anthony Brock. I will have him up there before I have Umar Johnson up there. Go look it up. Go type it up on YouTube. Watch the video. Watch what this brother done did right there in Montgomery. Donate to him. All black boys school. He put his together in 6 months. And he working. You know what I'm saying? Smart. Smart brother. Educated. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a good one, man. I'm down to 7%. Yeah, I guess you can make him out of school that he's failed to open. Ask him about the school he's failed to open. Well, that's the thing, guys. Umar Johnson, because Umar Johnson really hasn't shown a track record of knowing how to operate in America at a successful level. All he knows how to do is talk. He has not shown, guy, you got $700, $800, or $1 million already, and your ass can't open up a school with $1 million. You ain't competent. We don't need incompetent black people. Yeah, Wendell Pierce would definitely be on my damn panel. Yeah, definitely. Yep, I damn sure would. But what's the name has not, what's the name? All right, Truck Turner. Yeah, man, Umar Johnson has not shown a track record of knowing how to organize. He's not shown a track record of knowing how to take the resources that black people give him and put them in a position where he can use them to benefit the community. He has not shown that at all, guys. All he did was talk about a school. Nowhere in hell. You know what I'm saying? Okay, if you're talking about Julio Jones or somebody, I mean, that's just some charity shit. I might have, I don't want no athletes. I don't want to start getting too big. I want titans of industry that are winners in what they do. I don't want people to call, oh, LeBron James on the panel. Oh, so-and-so on the panel. Actually, I'm going to be honest with you. If I did have a LeBron James, because the brother's a hell of a businessman, I think he doesn't have any heart on the court, but as a businessman and a great black father, married to a black woman, but I don't want him on the panel talking that liberal bullshit. So he would be an alternate. Like, I guess I need to have a list of who I really want, my top tier, and who's guaranteed to be on the panel. And then I will have my alternate subpar, okay, entertainer / okay, you are a guy who I can have on there because you did some shit that's successful in business. And then I will have those few trickle-in guys like you guys are talking about, like a KRS-One or a LeBron James. Then he would be third tier to me. He would not be first tier. You know what I'm saying? First tier would be economist, Evans Charles, Peter Harris, people like that. People that done some shit. You know what I'm saying? Peter Harris is the author of Apartment Homes for Dummies. Type it up on YouTube. Go look at that brother. Go check him out. Damn, let me take my ass to work. Y'all have a good one, man.